Guys and girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. Thanks for tuning back in. Thanks for coming back to see me. I'm really pleased you've done so, and I'm really pleased about to bring you another San Martin. This is the SN0054-G. You get E1, E2. They're buses from where I'm from, so I'm not sure what the difference is. I think it's to do with the indices. You can get applied indices or you can get printed. I've gone for the applied. Just think it looks a little bit better. They're doing this one, they're doing another one that's less expensive. I think it comes down to sort of difference in the clasps and stuff. But yeah, I think this seems to offer outstanding value for money. San Martin makes some absolute bangers, let's be honest. It's quite nice that they're now sort of got a couple of tiers now in terms of less expensive and the more expensive stuff. So if you want to sort of dip your foot in the water, go for the more cheaper one and maybe work your way up or whatever is right for you. But this one looks wicked. Seiko NH34 movement, GMT movement. It's become very, very prevalent now with watches on AliExpress and micro brands, given it's a Seiko movement, very reliable. Like the construction of the watch. It's obviously Homage in a more well-known watch that's extremely popular, and you can see why, because it looks stunning. Couple color variations to choose from, in addition to the indices that I mentioned. Hopefully, by the time we get to the end of the video, you know if it's for you. If it is, please use the affiliate link in the description. Doesn't cost you any more, just makes your life that bit easier. So sit back, relax. It's about that time to hit the camera turn around and get on with it. All right, guys and girls, so this is the watch. I've taken this out already. This is just to sort of help size the watch. This is the case it comes on for their more sort of, they do like a sort of less expensive range now, which just comes under. Unfortunately, it did have a sticker. You'll see inside, you've got the watch and stuff. You'd have seen in my watch haul video, I did give a brief sort of introduction to why it's not on this. Really nice, actually, bracelet, but the pin and collar system on this was a right pain. I tried and tried. I broke loads of tools trying to get it to fit and size it up. It just wasn't happening, which is extremely unfortunate. You've got the hang tag. You've got the warranty card is not signed, which again was a bit unfortunate, really. I'm not really expected that from San Martin, but there we go. And then we just put everything else to the side because I want to focus on the watch, to be honest, guys, because I think it's a really, really stunning piece. So this is the SN0054-G. Inside, it's running a Seiko NH34 movement. It's a GMT movement. I'll bring some information up about that movement now. There's a good reason you'd have been seeing this movement in watches on AliExpress now, especially the GMT one. I know there's a new Seiko Miyota one doing the rounds, which is supposed to be like a more genuine GMT, but this is what you've got at the moment: 21,600 beats per hour, 24 joules, 41-hour power reserve. This one's running pretty much even money at the moment for me. So yeah, I can't complain. It's been doing really, really well. So yeah, that's the movement. The construction of the watch. So the bracelet obviously is 316L stainless steel. It's a mixture of brushing and polishing. The actual case of the watch itself, you got the 24-hour bezel brushed or polished on the sides of that. You got brushed on the case itself for the faceted edge going down either side. You got the crown, which is screwed down, also 316L stainless steel, and the case back all sterile and yeah, all brushed as well. But you'll see there's little bits of marks and stuff where I messed about trying to do, like, put this strap on and other things. Yeah, the sizing that the bracelet was a nightmare, but I don't want to go into that too much. But yeah, the case thickness of the watch is 13 millimeters. The case diameter, I measured from the 8 to the 2. It was coming in at 39.2 millimeters. And when you go from the 9 to the 3, including the crown, it was coming at 42.6 millimeters. The lug width on this is 20. On the bracelet, it does taper down to 16 and back up to 18 mil at the clasp. And the lug to lug, tip to tip, whether you wear it on a different strap or the bracelet, it's coming in at 48.4 millimeters. So very good proportions there, guys. I think you'll agree. The bezel is a fixed bezel, as I've said, 24 hours to help with the GMT. So you'll see at the moment it's showing up 25 to 4 and then 25 to 4 in the morning on my second time zone. We'll run through that in just a few moments anyway. The crown is situated at the 3 o'clock position. Good knurling on there. Good size. Yeah, screwed down. And like I said, embossed really nicely with the San Martin logo on there. The case back is screwed down, as I've already mentioned. It's going to be difficult to sort of get it off. You've got to have a specific tool, which I still don't have. But yeah, to take it off. But it's running the Seiko NH34 in behind that case back. Anyway, The strap I'm now currently got it on is stunning. I really do like it. You'd have seen it in a few other places. Yeah, I believe some information up next to me actually, so you can have a bit more information about the strap. But really, really comfortable. The bracelet it comes on is nice. It tapers down nicely. It's just that pin and collar system. I hate pin and collar. Yeah, the clasp signed, fully milled on there. On this one, it's pin buckle, but that's neither here nor there. Given you're not going to be getting on this strap. Yes, it's screwed out. And on that one, it's got 4 levels of micro adjust as well. So yeah, something to bear in mind. The crystal covering the dial is a sapphire crystal because I tested it. It's got a reasonable amount of AR coating on there. The studio lights are going a bit crazy, but yeah, the AR coating isn't too bad. The water resistance you'll also be able to make out down at 6 is 100 meters. So that will give you 10 atmospheres of water resistance. And I'll put the weight next to me. So on the bracelet, with all links in, it's coming at just above 141 grams. On the canvas strap that I've been wearing it on and reviewing it on, it's coming at just above 76 grams. So a reasonable amount of heft there, guys, really, given it's not a huge watch. It's 39 mil. I wouldn't say it's exactly dynamic, but yeah, it's a nice size watch, and that's how much it weighs. But let's have a look at the dial in just a bit more detail. So on the outer part on the edge of the dial, you got a minute track going around the outer edge. Inside that, you got applied elements everywhere except for the 3 o'clock, where you've just got a cutout for the date. Everywhere else, you got applied indices. You can get applied, which is what I opted for, or you can just get printed indices. I wanted to go for applied. I think it looks a little bit more premium. So you got an inverted triangle at the 12 o'clock position. You got circular battens everywhere else except for the 6 and 9 o'clock, where you got rectangular battens. You got a nice white dial. I don't know if it's exactly enamel. I wouldn't say it is, but yeah, nice white dial. You got San Martin printed on just below the inverted triangle at the 12. So that's not been applied either. And the GMT automatic 100 meters equals 330 feet is just above the rectangular batten at the 6 o'clock position. Good proportions here, guys. You'll see with the hands and indices. No points for originality, but they've done it really, really well in terms of how it looks, how they've executed it, how they finished it. But yeah, you got a bit of loom on this as well, guys. So I'll bring that up now. Whereas this sort of dressy sports sort of piece, maybe even a Garda watch, it's got decent loom on there, so you'll be able to sort of wear it in all different occasions. And like I said, with the fact I'm wearing it on a different strap, shows you the sort of versatility of the watch as well. As I said before, also it's got a Seiko NH34 movement inside. So I'll unscrew it from the case, it will pop. If I take it all the way out, I'll now move it to sort of my preferred position, and then we can talk about what I was saying. So you'll see at the moment, it's saying it's sort of 12 minutes past 8. Let's just say that's in the evening. So that would then say the GMT hand is showing me it's at 8 o'clock, and it would be 12 minutes past 8 in the morning somewhere else on a different time zone. If you wish to change that, put it back in, it will start back up again. Take it out to the first position. If you screw it away from you, you can move the GMT hand to wherever you want it. So now it's going to be at sort of 2 o'clock in the afternoon at a different time zone. And if you turn it towards you, you can change the date. And that's the functionality of the watch, guys. You put it back in, and then you can screw the crown back up. Even with the gloves on, it's extremely easy to do so. So no issues whatsoever. And I think you'll say, yeah, like I said, no points for originality, but I think this is a really, really pretty watch from San Martin, executed fantastically well. But let me just pop it on the wrist quickly, give you an idea of what it looks like on my wrist. And what do you think, guys? I think it looks exceptional, to be honest. I think it belies the price, really. Looks really, really stunning. On this strap as well, I really like it. It's not going to be to everyone's taste, but I really like it on this strap. But yeah, lots of versatility to be had. 20mm lug width, so you can change it out if you have the same problems with pin and collar that I did. So there we are. Okay, so guys and girls, that would now take me swiftly on to what I think is pants and pucker about the watch. If you've ever watched before, you know I always start with pants. I like to go on a high with pucker. So what I think is pants. To talk about pants, I don't actually need to talk about the watch. So I'm going to pop that down just here for a moment, okay? Because I will talk about the strap again, or the bracelet. So like I said, really done nicely. As I said, 4 levels of micro adjustment. Looks the business. I thought it was push pins. It actually wasn't. Pin and collar. And the bit of metal you can see sticking out actually isn't one of the pins that is in the watch. It's a pin that was on a tool that's now stuck in the watch. So just be mindful, guys. I've broken 2 or 3 tools trying to size this. So I'm going to go obviously firmly with, in pants, the pin and collar system that the San Martin have used on this watch. I'm not a novice to sizing watches, but I've really struggled, guys. I've got to be honest. So that's what I would say for pants. I'm going to have to say, no doubt about it, the pin and collar system. What I think is Pukka, an awful lot more, to be honest, and it's all to do with the watch. So the dial of the watch is beautiful, very, very clean in design. The hands and indices, I think they're finished really, really well. You'll be able to make that out. Really, really done nicely. The loom, yeah, the loom is good. It's a sporty sort of piece, so it's nice to have a bit of decent loom on it, and San Martin do execute that really, really well. Inside, it's running the Seiko NH34 movement, so the fact you've got a reliable GMT movement on top of the other things I'm talking about and we'll talk about is appreciated. The finishing, you'll be able to see just on the camera now, just in terms of the levels of and crispness of the finishing is fantastic. The size, like I said, 39mm, 48mm length of the watch. But yeah, 39mm is to be applauded. And the general look of the watch, I was always one that I've seen the sort of the original versions of this, or the, I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, I always quite liked them. And now I've had something sort of that's, what should we say, drawn inspiration from that on my wrist. I really like it, to be honest. So the general look and the price, like I said, when you could pick this up on sales in and around £120-ish, and I think that's a whole lot of watch for the price. Hopefully you don't come unstuck with the pin and collar like I did. I think the price, generally, I'm still happy to pay that for the watch itself. So I'll just go over what I think is Pukka as I go over the dial, hands and indices, loom, movement, finishing, size, general look, and the price of the watch. And guys and girls, would I recommend the watch? Still, wholeheartedly, I would. It's one that I'm going to really struggle to get to sell, to be honest. I just really, really enjoyed spending time with this. I wore it an awful lot over the sort of Christmas break. Really, really loved it. A few compliments on it as well. So yeah, really, really nice watch. But guys and girls, please let me know what you think about this watch, more importantly. And maybe any other watches you may want to see on the channel. And as always say, don't forget to like, subscribe, and always watch the time. Take care, guys. All the very best.